Hi everyone, my name is Gideon Besaidnout and I am an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to have a look at how we can utilize our own templates and create our own templates within AutoCAD. And it's something that's quite easy and quite simple to do. So this will just be a quick step-by-step tutorial on a basic simple 2D template that we can create and set up within AutoCAD. I've just got a normal AutoCAD ISO open, no specific layer properties, no specific paper sizes has been created. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on layout 2, that layout. I'm just going to create a simple A4 sheet and template. Now when we go to the layout, for instance, and we right click on it, we can select page setup manager. Now in this instance I'm only going to look at what the plot size is, and there we can see what the plot size is, and that is the size of a rectangle, for instance, that we can draw as a border. In the model I'm just going to create a rectangle and going to make that 297 tab 210. Now I've got the basic border, basic outside of the paper size. I'm going to utilize the offset button, just going to press through, and with the A4 sheets, your inside edge usually 10 millimeters around. Now from here I can go and create from this point another rectangle, for instance. You can give it your specific dimension size as you would like or as needed. Let's say it's just 150 by 50 block. Going to draw a few lines. From here I'm just going to track and make that 50. Take it down. Just drawing a few lines as needed or required so that we can add some text. All I'm doing is creating a few lines. Going to use the offset command again, and that is the line I'm choosing, and I want to offset it by 10 in this direction. Choose that again, and now I've got a few normal lines that has been created, and you can set up your own text as needed or required. Now each template usually would be a little bit different, and the way you set it up, you can just simply draw, for instance, your template. Now to add text, all I'm going to do is I'm going to type in MX for, not MX, MT for mtext to create text. Now in this block, for instance, I want to have the company logo. Just typing in their logo. You can change your text height, your text style. Would you like it to be underlined or bold? And you can set up your justification. In this instance, I'm going to leave it in the middle. Now the logo would represent your company logo. As an instance, I'm going to go to mtext to create text, for instance, from here in this block. Now I'm going to call this, for instance, project. Now that can be like a project number, for instance. I'm going to set up the justification as top left. Just going to move this down by, let's say, 2 millimeters, just to get a better orientation of the text. And let's move it in, let's say also 2 millimeters. Now you can go and add text to each block as needed or as required. Now you can go and add your text as needed or required. You can do that in a few different ways. Now in my case, I'm going to use the copy command. I want to copy that text and I'm choosing that corner and I'm just going to place it in the blocks below. The reason why I'm snapping to that corner, then we've got all the different and correct distances and they'll be in conjunction and in alignment, and then you can double click on the text and be able to change your text as required. Now I'm just going to change the text a bit. So for instance, project number, drawing number. For instance, here we can have, if your drawing goes to specific or different sites, you can put in a site. By and I'm changing to date drawn. Change that to customer. And to copy that as well. Choose my base point. Put it in there. This I'm changing. For instance, to a revision, and that I'm going to change to sheet numbers, for instance. Now this can be any kind of template that you would like to utilize and create. This is just a quick example of a very simple AutoCAD template. Now I'm going to go and say W block to write a block. I'm going to choose my pick points. Now in this instance I'm holding in shift and right clicking with my mouse because I would like a geometric center point of that rectangle. I'm choosing that as my pick point. I'm going to select all of this as my objects. You can also insert your JPEG logo in this instance as needed or required. Pressing enter, and now I'm going to see where it's going to save it. I'm just going to change this location. Going to go to my desktop, create a new template folder, AutoCAD template. Now my caps lock is on. Create AutoCAD template, copying that, copying that, going to save it there, going to want my units to be millimeters, going to say OK, going to delete that. I can go to my layout. Now after we've created our template, we're simply going to go to the Layout tab, and from here I'm just going to go and insert the block. Just going to type in insert and just insert the new title block that I have created. I'm just going to switch off rotation. Just going to go right click, insert, and there we go. Now when this has been inserted, I'm going to go to the layout and choose Page Setup Manager. From there, I'm not going to do any modifications to this layout. I'm simply going to go and create a new layout. Now in this instance, I call it the AutoCAD Template. Create a new template. From here, I'm just going to ensure my printer is on the correct one. Going to choose Microsoft to PDF. What do I would like it to print? Now I want to ensure that I select the window so that I can actually draw my window that I would like it to print and to utilize. From there, I'm just going to go and say preview so that we can have a look at how the template would look like on an A4 sheet. As an example, just to double check that we've got all our dimensions and everything is in correct orientation. From there, going to press escape. Now everything seems okay. Going to press OK. And now this is one of the important things, is we need to ensure that we set that as current so that that picks it up as the current sheet. And from there, I'm just going to delete that. And now we've got our drawing sheet. From here, we can go to File. We can export, save as, and ensure that you save it as a DWT file. Now when you save it as a DWT file, that is the AutoCAD Drawing Template file that you'll be able to utilize from this stage moving forward. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.